CAT 2023. I got 73 percentile. I still remember the night after the result, wondering if I had what it takes. I had doubts, people had opinions, and I had to decide, do I give up or go all in? Fast forward 1 year, CAT 2024, I scored 97.33 percentile, scored 99.53 percentile in SNAP, and a score of 258 in NMAT. No job, no backup, just one shot in a gap year. And if you're watching this wondering how to start your CAT 2025 prep, or if a gap year is worth it, you are in the exact place I was. So, CAT stands for Common Aptitude Test. It is conducted by IIMs, and it is one of the most prominent MBA entrance exam in India and is acceptable by various other colleges apart from IIMs for their admissions in MBA and PGDM courses. It's a 2 hours based exam, and the PAT you get +3 marks for the right question, -1 for a wrong question, and for unattempted questions you get 0 marks. Also, there is a theta question for which there are no options. If you mark it correctly, you get +3 marks, and if you are incorrect in the answer, you don't get any negative marking. It's a 2 hour exam, consists of 3 sections, VRC, DILR, and Quant. You get 40 minutes each to attempt the section. You cannot skip any section, you cannot jump between the sections, and you have to attempt the exam in the same sequence. First, you have to attempt VRC, then DILR, then Quants. VRC stands for verbal ability and reading comprehension. The major chunk of VRC is reading comprehension part of it. There are over 24 questions in the VRC section, 16 from reading comprehension and 8 from verbal ability. So, in reading comprehension questions, you get a passage of maybe 500 words, and there are 3 to 4 questions for each of the passage, and you have to answer them according to the passage. The topic of the passage can be science and technology, history, nature, and can be mysterious other topics like biology, psychology, etc., etc. It's the major part of VRC, and you can also is that, and many students try to focus more on reading comprehension and try to boost their VRC score in reading comprehension. Then verbal ability consists of questions like para summary, para completion, para jumble, out of context questions. You can get 8 questions, like two questions each from para summary, para completion, para jumble, or out of context, or maybe 1 or 2 questions can be here and there according to the pattern and the paper setter. Like every year there are some changes in the pattern. I'm telling you according to CAT 2024 pattern. Then DILR stands for data interpretation and logical reasoning. There is no breakup between the number of questions in data interpretation and logical reasoning. It depends on the set you are there, or maybe the paper setter, or maybe year to year it differentiates. It's one of the unpredictable section of CAT exam. But if you fall in love with DILR, it's very enjoying to solve DILR sets. Data interpretation part of DILR consists of questions like charts, graphs, table, DI-based caselet, data sufficiency, etc. Logical reasoning part of it consists of questions like sitting arrangement, Venn diagram, binary logic, clocks and calendars, scheduling problem, caselets, LR and DI are combined sometimes, games and tournament question, roots and network, etc., etc. It can be, it's an unpredictable, section of CAT exam. It can be scoring for some, but tiring for, others, because there is no set syllabus for DILR. Then comes Quants. Quants consists of, basic maths till 10th, 10th grade. So it consists of topics like arithmetic, algebra, number system, geometry, modern maths, etc. And arithmetic, algebra rule the roost of, Quant section. Major part of Quant section comes from arithmetic and algebra only. And most of the students that are, not comfortable in Quants just try to, double down their preparation on arithmetic and algebra only, because, the syllabus is vast for Quants. And, many students that are attempting, CAT have lost their touch with maths, because they don't have maths maybe in their college, or they have, opted for other subjects like, commerce without maths in their 11th and 12th grade also. But for engineers, and people from maths background, this is one of the most scoring section. I am also an engineer, and this was, this section was very easy for me and, very scoring for me. So we are already in May, and CAT exam is in November, and you will have your OMITs in the month of November, December, and January. So if you're starting your preparation now, I can't stress this enough. Basics are everything. Don't jump to shortcut, tips, or mocks. If your basics are shaky, No strategy can save you. Use the month of May to revise your basics. I revised basic level maths in my preparation journey, brush up grammar and vocabulary, build a reading habit, and just build a strong foundation by solving some easy level DILR set as well as solving Sudoku. I spent the first 1 to 2 months only on this. So if you are starting now, this is the time to build your basic. You know, you can use the month of May as well as 10 to 15 days of June to build your basic. Use simple books and solve LOD level 1 of Arun Sharma, Nishit Sinha or your coaching material. And after that, once you have, done with LOD level 1, then, you can go for the harder level questions. Choosing the right coaching for your CAT preparation journey is very essential. I have tried personally various coachings in my preparation journey, but before choosing the right coaching, you have to decide whether you have to go with online or offline coaching. It's a personal choice. In my opinion, I like the concept of online coaching better than offline coaching because in my JEE days, I have wasted long hours in commuting to a offline center and study for the exam. So I decided to go with online coaching, but it's a personal choice. You can go with either of them according to you. Just you ask for the reviews of ex-students of that coaching as well as make a pro-con list of that coaching center. And I took my coaching from MBA Litmus. If you want to know more about MBA Litmus, you can leave a comment and I will surely reply to you on time about my coaching as well as other doubts if you have any. After you have decided a right coaching for you, you have to decide which mocks you have to give and a strategy for giving that mocks. From June onwards, I was giving a mock every week. And after that, I increased the frequency to 2 and 3 mocks per week. And here's the thing. My first few mocks were disaster, but I reviewed them and fixed my mistake. I had a loop of giving mock, analyzing them, fixing the mistake, and then again giving the mocks and repeating this cycle. And this loop is where I gained my percentile. And here are some tips. Don't skip mock reviews. You have to invest time in reviewing your mock and analyzing your mistakes. For example, if you are giving a 2 hour mock, you have to at least analyze 3 to 4 hours in analyzing that. Also track your accuracy and not just scores, because accuracy is everything, especially in sections like VARC. And don't too much stress on percentile, because the number of test taker in your mock will be very low than actual CAT. So don't stress too much about percentile and simulate your test environment. If you can go to an offline center to give mock, it's best. And if you can't, you can simulate the test environment in your home, give the mock in one sitting, because in online mocks or take home mock, you can pause the mock. So it's advisable to not to pause the mock. Also, you can go to the nearest cyber cafe to give a mock, or maybe go to a library and give a mock there. It will be beneficial. Also, I have, given a link in the description as well as pinned comment in which I have shared an Excel sheet in which you can add the scores of your mock and analyze and track your progress. Also, in the sheet, you will get my, scores also during my CAT preparation journey. So it will be beneficial for you. It's a free Excel sheet. You can just click the link in the description and, get that. In my preparation, I have given more than 30 plus mocks for CAT and around 30 mocks for other OMET exams. So that was my mock strategy. And if you have to purchase a mock series, you can go with any one of them in between IMS Time, Traku, Career Launcher. I personally, went within my preparation journey with IMS, and it's advisable. You can go with any one of them. They are more or less equal. And, the number of test taker in these 4 mock series are relatively higher than compared to other institutes. So you can go with any one of them. I gave, the mock from MBA Litmus as well as IMS. And if you want, you can, go with others also. So that was all about mock analysis and, the mock giving strategy. At the end, I want to give you some personal tips from my preparation journey. Consistency is the key. There were days I didn't feel like studying. I had self-doubt, but I reminded myself, if I am doing this is my story and the reason I started preparing for CAT. I stuck to 3 hours a day daily. Some days more, some days less, but I showed up every day. So if you are preparing for CAT, consistency is the key. You have to be consistent during your preparation. Also, don't be stressed, just be sincere. That's very essential. Many aspirants burn out by overloading themselves mentally. Don't obsess over percentile daily and focus on process. I didn't top every mock. If you, visit my Excel sheet in which I have given my mock scores, you will see that I've scored marks in 20, 30, as well as in negative also. My lowest mock score was 19, and it was just maybe 1 month before CAT. But I didn't let that bother me in my preparation because I was giving my honest efforts and focusing on the process. So you just have to give your honest efforts. So if I could jump from 73 percentile to 97 percentile just with laptop, some books and discipline, you can too. Be patient with yourself. The percentile will follow if the process is right. If you find this video valuable, do subscribe to my channel. I will be posting more tips, mock reviews, and strategy breakdowns soon. Also, check out my LinkedIn and TopMate. DM are open for guidance. Booking for one-to-one mentorship is available too. All the links are in description. Cat 2025 aspirant. Your story starts now, and trust me, it's going to be worth it. And thank you for watching my channel.